On Wednesday, February 7th, 7 FHS seniors were recognized for receiving athletic scholarships to colleges and universities around the country. Family, friends, coaches, and teachers were on hand to celebrate. Kaylee Williams received a soccer scholarship to Northwestern State in Louisiana. Also receiving a scholarship for soccer was Olivia Klein, who will be attending the University of North Texas. Taylor Tosclair received a softball scholarship to Stephen F. Austin University in Nacogdoches. Dylan Horton will be heading to the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque on a football scholarship. Jack Janash received a swimming scholarship to LSU in Baton Rouge. Also, Abby Jenkins will be attending Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York on a swimming scholarship. And Kiara Williams, aka Kiki Williams, pinned a wrestling scholarship from Wayland Baptist University in Plainview, Texas. Congratulations to all of our outstanding athletes. Earning a college scholarship through your athletic abilities is quite an accomplishment, and we are all proud of you. We wish you the very best. For RACC-TV, I'm Anna Lilly.
Is your New Year's resolution of working out a distant memory that will never come true? FHS offers many different courses that focus on physical activity. One is powerlifting, which is a weightlifting sport that challenges your strength against others.
The thing I like about powerlifting as opposed to regular weightlifting is that you're actually competing against other people. Instead of just coming in here and kind of competing against yourself, workout to workout, you're actually going and competing against other people, and it drives you to lift more weights.
Students who powerlift recognize the benefits.
I enjoy the type of workouts that you get. It's really intense and it's good for your body. When you're lifting in the weight room a lot, you're doing a lot of reps, but you don't really know how much you can do that much. So powerlifting, it's all about seeing how much you can do and push yourself to do.
It helps with getting strength in like my leg muscles and my arm muscles. It also works a lot with like in core with wrestling and stuff, which also benefits me with the gym and there.
There is a difference between powerlifting and weightlifting.
Powerlifting is relatively low reps, but a lot more weight. Powerlifting workouts are more for building strength because when you go to meets, you want to have the strongest weight that you can possible.
Powerlifting is not limited to just guys. Girls also compete and perform just as well.
The competition's the same, the lifts they perform are the same, the workouts they do are the same, and everything else, the equipment they wear is the same, so it's all pretty much the same.
Sometimes girls think they can't do it and they compete with the big guys because they're really big and tough and they're really like intimidating, but girls can do it just as much as guys, just not as much as weight they can do because they were built different than we are.
Powerlifting is a sport that is all about pushing yourself to new limits. These students grind in the weight room every day to improve their lifts and increase the weight. For RACC-TV, I'm Maximus Morrison.
On February 15th, the FHS Varsity Club hosted the 2018 talent show, Friscos Got Talent. The show consisted of 9 acts and brought back the former Frisco High School tradition that existed years ago. The show consisted of singing, instruments, rapping, and comedy acts to provide the audience with a little bit of everything.
The overall outcome of the talent show was absolutely amazing. It was more than we even expected, especially for it being the first year back after a several-year hiatus.
In order to put on this production, many students and teachers came together to make it all happen.
It was great to just see how student-led the entire thing was. From the planning with Jack and the other varsity club officers, and then at the last minute when we needed more volunteers, so many Frisco kids just stepped up.
It's really good to be able to share your artistic expression. It's really fun, and it can also boost your confidence a lot. Like, you'll get a lot of compliments and people will really enjoy what you have to offer.
In the show, 2 winners were selected, one by the judges and one by the audience. Madeline Hicks was selected as the winner by the judges, and Connor Smith, also known as Con Sizzle, was selected as the fan favorite.
It was really awesome. The setup was great. I really liked the lights and everything and the way it's set up, and great music. Fun people.
When the evening shadows in the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears.
This is my first live performance, and I got to debut a new song, so it's pretty cool.
The talent show was a significant fundraiser for the varsity club. About $350 was raised to go towards future festivities for the school to enjoy. The varsity club would like to thank all performers, the 3 judges, our administrators who allowed this to take place, all student volunteers, and everyone that came out to support. For RACC-TV, I'm Maria Lawson.
There will be a new course offered at Frisco High School in the fall designed to teach students how to develop and market new products. If you possess that entrepreneurial spirit, you may be interested in adding Incubator to your schedule. Let's take a look.
What if there was a class in the high school where kids could actually start a business? And what if the class wasn't even taught in a traditional classroom, but in a business setting? And what if as kids wanted funding, we can provide that?
It's all based on creating, developing, validating, and implementing a product. And if they're lucky enough, they can have a sustainable product.
At the beginning of the year, they get put into groups and they start coming up with different ideas or different business opportunities. Once they have their idea, they get put with a mentor that's going to help them in this learning process. At the end of the year, they're present to a board of investors on their idea, very similar to Shark Tank. And hopefully if they get funded, that's when they get to start their business.
Being able to think of a problem and then develop a strategy to solve it and then execute on that strategy will be universally applicable.
I decided to take this class because it's more like realistic in what you'd actually do in business, and I like it a lot more.
It's a lot of life experience and knowledge that you're gaining from other teachers and mentors and coaches.
Working with my great group is it's a fun class. I look forward to this class every day. It's different than any other class. It always makes me think outside the box.
Are entrepreneurs born or are they made? When you have an idea, you have a choice. I mean, you could play it safe or say maybe someday, or you can make it a reality. Students like this around the country, see, they're going to discover this power of taking an idea and making it a reality.
In recent surveys by the Educational Testing Service, also known as ETS, between 75 and 98% of college students surveyed admitted to cheating in high school. That number was about 20% in the 1940s. We discovered a variety of students' opinions regarding academic dishonesty in today's world.
Is there any justification to cheating?
Yes. If I'm not gonna ever need to learn how to formulate a triangle, I'm gonna cheat on the test.
Is there anything that justifies cheating?
Not at all.
Why?
Because you need to have honesty.
Is there anything that justifies cheating academically?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because, I think it's not fair. I think you should take your time studying, and instead of cheating, I think it's better to study.
No. Well, if you didn't study and you're copying off of somebody who did, then they put in the work and you didn't.
Students rarely consider the unintended consequences of cheating.
It catches up to them afterwards on ACTs and SATs and AP exams and college entrance exams and all kinds of exams. When teachers are filling out any kind of applications for them for ISM, for the Kate Center classes, for college, there's always an integrity piece there. And so when you know that students cheated, then you can't really mark them well on that.
It depends. If you know you're gonna fail this quiz and you really need to pass the semester or something like that, then yeah, you need to pass it. You need to cheat. There's no doubt about it. You have to.
If you don't know anything, then how are you going to score well? You need some reason to cheat on it and to get a good grade on it. Some people do that. I sometimes do that.
If you messed up, you messed up. Take the grade that you got. If you don't really focus in class, that's your own fault, and no one else to blame but yourself. Just saying.
Failing's not always a bad thing.
When kids decide that they want to cheat, when they decide they want to copy, whether it's homework or they want to do something elaborate to cheat on a test, it's so short-sighted that they're not allowing themselves the opportunity to maybe fail or maybe succeed. They don't know, they're not giving themselves that opportunity. And then on top of that, they're not allowing themselves, if they fail, to go back, look, see what adjustments need to be made, how they could get better so that they could be better moving forward.
With the amount of time and energy that some students spend devising elaborate ways to cheat, they probably could have mastered the material on their own. As any athlete can confirm, there is nothing greater than competing and winning on your own merits. Academics is no different. Just saying. For RACC-TV, I'm Jacob Poole.
Like, I would never cheat on like psychology because I like psychology.
Good morning, fellow raccoons, and welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch. I'm Colin Sizzle.
And I'm Eli Burke.
Speaking of the weather,
today will be partly cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 60.
Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 68 and a low of 48.
And Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 37.
Hey Eli, what's the similarity between myself and a burger on the grill?
What, Connor?
We both sizzle.
Oh my.
Because on a burger it'll sizzle.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, okay.
We need new writers. Never say that again.
Okay. Today, our boys and girls soccer teams face Wakeland, with the boys at 4:30 at Wakeland and the girls at 5:30 at the FHS field.
Also today, our varsity and JV softball teams play against the Independence Knights at Independence at 7.
Tomorrow, our baseball teams participate in the Hebron tournament. Also, on Monday and Tuesday next week, the baseball and softball teams have games. It would be great if you could come out and support the teams during spring break.
Connor, I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the clock?
Oh, well, at 2 on Sunday morning, like early in the morning when we're all asleep, hopefully, daylight saving times happens. So they're going to push your clock an hour ahead and like go in the future. Pretty cool. Have fun.
If you're interested in being in the end of the year video, click on the link below at bit.ly/FHS Rewind. We hope everyone has a happy and safe spring break. We can't wait to see everyone back on Monday, March 19th, and that's a B-Day.
For RACC-TV, I'm Con Sizzle.
And I'm Eli Burke. Out!